Shit. Holy fuck.
Yep, you got double. Actually, no, bro. We're putting you on the casting couch, homie.
Yeah, we in this bitch.
Alright, I gotta turn your deep voice ass down. Hold on. Let me turn that down. Turn this down. Yo. Du, 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 du. What's
Hello, Tyler.
going on, buddy?
Not much.
Did you want any of your HR here with you? Or just
They're all asleep. I got it.
I
I mean, I think it's just what Rafiki and Remy, so. And they both have work in the morning, so. I'm
gotcha.
chilling. I can handle it. Probably better I'm in here than Rafiki anyway, so.
Probably not wrong.
No
Yeah, you tend
comment
to
on
be
that
more
one.
level-headed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Okay.
Start
So,
wherever you want to start.
what is going on with the org?
So let me start off by saying this, right? I know it's involving the brothers, correct? I know this already. I have reached out personally to Chubbs because I was told by J Rock he is the running the org because Jay's obviously busy. Not only did I reach out to him in city, I reached out to him outside of city. Ignored both times I reached out to him because I wanted to put an end to it, right? And we're dealing with me and the Reapers have an agreement of between us, so the brothers we don't even care about. But the thing is they keep taking territory after they get put down, and we don't want to touch them anymore. But they keep following us. They have one guy in their gang that baits us probably 12 hours a day. He would run by, he would smash into our cars, beep at us, and they wonder what happens to him because they have him that starts it.
Okay.
And I don't want anything to do with them. Me personally, I don't want anything to do with the brothers at all. Because I don't know if you guys have watched between us and the Reapers, but everything between them is perfectly fine. We've picked spots to shoot out with each other. They picked a spot, we've picked a spot. The brothers are they're on go. And I don't want to deal with them anymore. Like, actually at all. Unless they could come to terms, which I've asked Chubbs 5 times.
Okay.
Because, I mean, if you really think about it, right? If you look where our territory is along with the brothers, right? We're going to bash heads more than any other group because we're like, what, 3 blocks apart? 4 blocks apart, if that? They're right behind us. And if they can't reach an agreement, there's not much that can be done.
Okay.
Like here, I'll show you here. I'll even show you guys something. Do you know what Chubb's Discord is? I forgot it. Is it like Chubb? I think it should just be Chubbs, right? Planto man or Planato man. Here we go. Let me share my screen. I don't know if you can see this, but this was yesterday in the at night, right? I let him
Mm-hmm.
know, like, hey, because he ignored me in the city the day before. Like, is there any reason, any way we can come to it? Get nothing. Nothing at all. I've tried on my end. I don't know what to do on his end. Phil di- directed me straight towards him. So I sent him a message. And I mean, you guys all know a paper of agreement of terms is really easy to come up by. But he doesn't want to do it. And we hear on the radio, the thing is, right? Everybody has radio scanners too. And on their radio, they want to come at us. But when it doesn't go their way, it's a problem. Which doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Okay. So how has the last week gone as far as like interactions with just people in general?
I mean, depending from like them alone, fine. We haven't had issues with anybody. Jimmy personally doesn't like us. I mean, that's reasons that, are out of city reasons, but other than that, fine.
Okay.
I mean, even in the last, like, what, I'd say 4 days, we didn't touch the brothers one time till today. Till Phil told me that all of his boys were going to be around tonight and they wanted smoke. And he said that this morning, early at like 10:30 in the morning.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna just lay it out flat, Tyler.
Okay,
Tyler, Rose, however you want to be
whatever you want
called.
to call me.
I'm just gonna refer to you as Tyler. It's the only thing I know you by.
Go for it. Yeah, go for it.
Hold on, I have a dog who's being an absolute utter turd. Give me 1 second.
There you go.
She's pregnant. Reaction.
Okay, here's what we're at.
All right, go for it.
We have had a number of tickets submitted, not by any particular group.
No, for sure.
Just individuals have expressed their concerns,
Okay.
and as a result of that, we have been looking over the last week or so since that initial ticket was brought up, and we inquired about that particular scene, and you know which one I'm referring to.
Which one? If you could remind me.
The one I closed out.
Oh, the bridge one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
So during that, we have had a total of 7 tickets.
Got it.
Multiple of kind of the same repeated kind of violations. Just going in as just for some RDM, not following proper interactions, camping green zones, body dumping.
Body dumping.
Yes. So a good example of this could be, for example, you kill somebody, you move them while they're dead or flatbacks to another location, and then you move them again somewhere where you go and quote unquote dump them off. One of the tickets that we had submitted was in front of the PD station.
Okay.
So, considering that we have had all these 7 tickets within the last week.
Wait, can I ask you a question quick before you say anything?
What's up?
Can Bobby join?
He can.
Yeah, just tell me. Join. I don't know if he can see it or not. I think he can.
They should
Okay.
everyone should be able to see the Continental.
Triads HR.
But this is Continental HR VC.
Yeah, this
and
is
he's
HR
not-
This is
only,
HR.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he can join the Continental VC and we'll move him up. Not
I'll
worried
tell
about
him. Hey, yo, Bobby. Bobby. Just, dumbass. Can you hear me? Okay. Hey, dumbass. Okay. He don't listen. 1 second. Just join the continent. Let's see. Oh, wait. Is he here? Oh,
it.
he's
There he is.
Yeah.
there. He is.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, Bobby.
How's it going?
What am I getting?
It is for sure going.
Let me turn this ad off. Go for it.
Okay.
Just keep going where you left off. He'll figure it out.
So in all 7 of these tickets that we had,
Okay.
we deliberated at least in most of these tickets that there were valid rule breaks presented in them. Almost multiple in certain ones. I think we had one that was only specifically just one. So here's kind of where we're at right now. Obviously, I know there was the message for you guys to cease all
Fire.
org operation until you had a chance to sit down with us, and funny enough,
Of
just
course.
happened to be available today. So here are the things that we are expecting out of our org members and just org leaders, just orgs
Okay.
in general. We expect the interaction time limit of at least a minimum of 30 seconds to be met. We expect there to be no foul play, i.e., no camping in front of green zones until someone comes out and just pops their head and then.
So,
whatever.
quote on that green zone thing. What if they run into the green zone?
If an incident happens outside a green zone and then goes inside of a green zone, at
Yeah.
that point, that is a continuation of a scene.
So the clip you're talking about of the dude who got shot at the green zone, or I think I don't know his name, but he's the new brother org member, correct? I know it's him actually. He had took me and Bobby's cousin, Damon, on a chase throughout the city. We lost him for 2 minutes, and he instantly, when he seen us, drove into the burger shop parking lot and ran inside.
Okay.
I'll just state that. And with metal, how it's been working, I'm used to metal you can clip, like, when metal's not open. And for
Mhm.
some reason, metal now you have to have it completely open and running at all times to clip. Which I just figured that out. He might have a clip of that, but therefore, I mean, I get it. It's a green zone, right? I was just gonna steal his car because he did run inside because I know, like, hey, I'm not gonna go in there and shoot him. But therefore, he would have ran inside of a green zone, which he could have got shot. I could have shot him. I don't know if you've seen the clip, but I walked away and didn't shoot him.
Right, and then he
I
shot
could have
at
just
you.
shot him in his face. Yeah, he just shot at me.
Yeah,
I
he
could have shot
shot
him
at
right in
you.
his face.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That was a clip that was submitted. We didn't.
Oh,
Take
I
that
already,
in,
I already
we
know
did,
it
We
was.
didn't take that into consideration.
Yeah, I already knew it was a clip. Like, I was already told instantly. I already knew it was.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna use that. Technically, 8 claims or 8 tickets, but I'm only acting on 7. Bobby, I got a small thing I need to say to you.
Okay.
Yesterday night, during that car chase scene with that one person that was in the red Lambo, please,
Ooh.
please,
When?
yesterday night.
It was the Lambo that kept fucking honking his horn and flying past us and trying to
Mhm.
get us to chase him.
Okay.
When you guys shot at that vehicle, when you guys were passing the bank that was near the gym, that was near White Widow, you said, and I quote, "I don't give a fuck. I'm going to start shooting. They can send it up in a prayer." Not the kind of mentality we want to have, bro. I love
Yeah.
you, dog. I love you, dog. You're a fucking good person. But not that kind of
Yeah.
mentality.
Able
I
to defend that though is like he was doing that for like an hour straight, just
More than an hour.
flying. Yeah, he
He's been
just kept
doing
on
it for
flying
days,
by
dude.
us.
Like we haven't been bothering them at all, but it's the one kid who constantly drives by, and every time he sees us, he'll either hit our car or honk his horn. And I'm gonna be honest, that car that J Rock bring in for them is super fucking cracked. It goes 220 and it turns on a dot. You're not catching the thing. And if he's just gonna keep driving by, honking his horn and hitting into our car, I mean, he's technically baiting, no?
Yes, I would consider that baiting. Now, here's my rebuttal to that. If you guys have the ability to get that on clip of at least them hitting your car, please go ahead and submit that. that is definitely considered baiting, and that is not giving good roleplay. That is what we would consider.
I mean, he's been doing it. Not only has he been doing it to us, he's been doing it to other gangs too, and they're saying the same exact thing. Like he's been doing it to the Reapers as well, and the Reapers are starting to feel the same way. It's like, at what point, like you can't catch the vehicle, right? It's not possible. Like our car can reach 200, but it can't turn on a dime like theirs can. Like there's no you can't make interaction with the guy. He just hits your car and drives off.
Okay. Okay.
And it's not like a 20-minute thing where he does it like he'll fuck around for 20 minutes. This is hours of it. There's posts on Twitter from yesterday on Birdie. I mean, every time he lost us, he tweeted something about it. And it's like a 4-hour a period of time of him doing it.
Okay.
He's the one that's bringing issues to that gang. I personally don't have any beef with anybody else but that one dude.
Okay. Well,
But Bobby, don't say that shit again, dumbass. Fucking moron.
yeah. I just small little things that I'm trying to gently
Eliminate.
correct. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean,
I know what you mean.
I get it. He was frustrated. I don't blame him.
No.
But just something that like I personally feel like that needs to be addressed, because like if you get to that point where you're just so aggravated that you just don't give a fuck,
Yeah.
that kind of mentality can trickle down to I'm just not gonna give two shits and I'm just gonna shoot.
It's
And
time for a break.
Yeah, I know what you
Yeah.
mean. I think it was just like the 4 hours of him doing it. Just fucking. It was like a boiling point of like,
yeah,
cause you can't. The guy knows where we are. Like, I mean, it's not hard to find us, right? We drive around in 4 blue cars. We're either at our compound recycling center or driving around, so we're not like hard to find. In like 4 hours times, even I was getting fucking annoyed. And I don't get annoyed that easy, but that kid really was grinding my gears.
okay.
Definitely submit those things up because it's impossible for us to fix it or address it if we don't have proof or know that it's happening.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's like goes back to me saying the metal thing. Like on metal, I record the last 20 minutes, and like today, I tried to clip something, and I figured out that you can't now because it's not fucking open in the background like it used to. You could just clip and it would go there. So I mean, I always normally run body cam or I'm streaming. So I mean, I'll start. I mean, we have a collage of clips that I feel like it doesn't go back in the direction of some people. That we should put more up than we do, but we don't do it because it's like, I don't know. People find out eventually, right, of who put tickets in, and then that
No,
changes
that's not true.
well, no, I mean, it only can come from one group though, right? It's only going to be the group going at each other, so it's obviously going to be known as we put the ticket in. Like
I mean, but they're
it's
gonna do the same towards you is the
well,
thing.
well, yeah, but then it affects like people let the tickets affect their mentality in the city.
Yeah.
Like they give like I don't. That's why I don't put them up because I don't feel any type of way towards anybody in this city. Like I don't have
Hmm.
no ill will towards anybody. At the end of the day, we're playing a fucking video game.
Right. We're here to
Right.
have fun.
Have
We're here to
fun.
make RP.
So it's like I don't put them up for that reason. And then when things get put up towards us, I already know they feel a certain way towards us, but they do the exact same thing. Not only do they do that, they take territory instantly after they get killed. They they go on Twitter, they go on radio, say let's go get them right away. Like, it's a mixture of things that we don't throw up that we should, but I don't want it to affect how people feel about it in city, which I mean it probably already does, but I guess you can't make everybody happy at the end of the day.
Yeah. So, continuing on to the main thing of topic. Also, by the way, I do want to let you guys know that this conversation is being recorded,
Of course.
and just letting you guys know now.
No
if you
problema.
don't feel comfortable being recorded, just so that
I don't give a
we
fuck.
have this
Record me.
documented.
No, all good.
Yeah, all
Bobby, you
good, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all
you're good.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
So, with all these submissions, we are, per the guidelines of faction rules, we are looking at a complete wipeout if we were to stack them all together. So here is what we're doing. We expect things to change. We expect everybody who was a part of the org to A, be a part of the Discord before being added in city. I know that part may not have been explained, or it might have in some sort of loose term. I don't necessarily know. If people are just pissing you guys off to the point where you're just not making good judgment calls, use your better judgment. You know, just be like, is it really worth going after these people? Is it worth having potentially us fucking up and it getting clipped and sent in? You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean. I mean, people clip everything, right? Like, my thing is about it all too, is the typing while you're dead, right? That shit's criminal to me, and everybody does it.
Yeah.
Like, you'll be
that
completely
is-
flat backed. Like, we will flat back their whole group after one, we try to take somebody hostage, NVL'd, rolled and started shooting with 4 guns to his head. And after they died, they're all typing on the ground. Oh, you guys are pussy. You guys are cornballs. Like, bro, that at that point you're just taking it out of city, right? You're angry or what?
Hmm.
And this all like, this shit wouldn't have started if J Rock and Chubb said the moment you guys become a gang, we want smoke with you. That was word for word from those two. They were waiting for us to become a gang so they could attack us.
Okay. Well, what I think we're going to do moving forward, I'm not trying to brush what you said.
No, you're good. Keep going.
I think that'll be a conversation that I personally have with J-Rock. Moving forward, we would like to see some serious changes. We would like to see those better judgment calls being made. We would like everybody to take a chance before we allow you guys to go back to being in your official capacity doing org stuff. We would like to have another sit down relatively soon, probably tomorrow, with at least the majority of the org, and we would like to have a one-on-one discussion with everybody. Because at this point, the things that I've seen, the things that other org managers have seen, it is rather concerning. We are wanting to give you guys the benefit of, you know what, maybe you guys just weren't explained certain things, or maybe the rules are confusing, or just something just isn't adding up, or just something of the sort. So that's why we're realistically doing this reach out, is mainly due to the fact that at this point, if we didn't do this reach out and we just straight up disbanded you guys, that wouldn't be fair to you guys. I understand the process of getting not only your gear in, getting your compound in, and things of that nature was kind of haphazardly done, not incorrectly, but just wasn't done as quickly as some other orgs may have gotten their stuff in. And we just felt like it wouldn't have been fair to just straight up say goodbye.
I feel like it's not only like we don't care about the process of it, right? We get it. I know Devin has a bunch of shit to do. We all know that. He's working hard. He has a lot of shit to fix, a lot of shit to do on a daily basis. My thing is we try. So the brothers got a car, correct? They got the Lamborghini.
Hold on, can I say something about the rules really quick?
Go for it.
I just want to say about, because if you go and look at the actual NJ Discord and J Rock put out that absolutely no fighting on roofs. What is that rule? Because now we're getting told that, oh, we can fight on roofs as long as they push our compound. But in that, it says absolutely no rooftops. And then also, I don't know if this was a ticket and this was a rule break, but me shooting from the bridge, I feel like shouldn't be a really rule break of anything because I couldn't really help fighting from that bridge because it was right next to their compound. They were fighting right there. If I would have tried to drive around that corner, I probably would have accidentally hit one of them. You know what I'm saying?
So we're not counting the bridge as one of the road breaks. That's already been set aside because we do agree
Okay.
that's not a rooftop. That was, technically another road. It just happened to be above. It was a bridge.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an elevated
Um,
road.
Now, for the rooftop things, I do get what is confusing. I know we already clarified in one of the tickets, but basically the only time a rooftop can be used is if it's your compound that's being pushed and you're defending your compound.
Like how,
And that
like
was discussed in one of like the org meetings we had, and I get it wasn't super updated on the rules like it should have been or clarified to you
yeah.
guys. And so that's why we're not using that as like an actual like rule break anywhere either.
Okay.
And we were just clarifying with you guys.
Could you guys clarify one more thing for me, since you're
Hmm.
all here? So rooftop shooting, if somebody is pushing your compound, right? Like for the brothers compound example, right?
Hmm.
If if you're not inside of their front door, we're not raiding their compound. Or is it like a block, like in between their compound, block radius, like what is it? Because when it happened to us, when they shot from the, we didn't even enter their compound. Like we weren't inside their front gate, where their front gate actually is. We were on the
So
street. That's as close as we can go.
here's what I'm going to say about this, and this is going to be me loosely talking about this,
Yeah.
mainly because it's somewhat of still to be determined, I would want to say. The way that we've done it previously is within a certain area around your physical compound. So, like for
Right.
you guys, it would be
Around the Little Soul gas station, the block, and like around
yes,
it, like the little square
that is technically your guys's
compound.
that is your guys's block, right? Your compound sits within that area.
Yeah, that little like gun store, gas station,
Yes, around
digital
that
den
area.
area. So
Yeah,
that square.
yeah. So for brothers, it would be something pretty much similar.
Okay.
So it would be their compound and then a 1 to 1 block radius around their compound.
All right. And then
Now, where the Reapers is a little bit different is they have just their physical compound and then one solid road. So
Okay.
for that, it would physically be to the light, essentially, for them.
Okay. And then I'd like you guys to clear another thing up for me since we're all here. Body dumping. I get the one at PD was foul. I get that. I admit that was a foul thing to do. I know Giuseppe told me the other night, one where Rafiki rang one onto a mountain and then just left. Um, so I don't know if you guys have known this or have been told this by the brothers at all, but we have agreed that every time the cops show up, to get the bodies out of there and put them wherever you can in the time being and get back to the cop chase. That was agreed on before we even shot at each other, ever. Was to, if you get killed and the cops show up, you put each other in the car, you bring them somewhere where if you lose the cops, you bring them somewhere and you leave them there and then you drive off. That was agreed on between the two groups.
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys have ever been told that. Probably not. That's probably another thing missing. But that, because our original first shootout, we had the cop showed up and tried and he couldn't do it. But that was the agreement we made from the jump: is if cops are there, no matter what, take the body wherever you got to put them, and go back and help your boys get out.
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys were ever told that. Probably not. I would assume not, because I know there's been tickets made about. I know one was a body dump by Rafiki, but I think he might have been streaming that day as well. So I can pull that clip that we were in the middle of something, so he had to just drop her and dip, because he had the cops on him for a while, and then just got somewhere and then dropped her and just left, and then got back in to helping us get out.
Okay.
I would say going forward, then let's just not do that because even though you have an agreement, it technically is body dumping, which is a rule break. So if
Yeah.
someone's suggesting that, just be like, nah, you're gonna have to deal with what you deal with.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. Can we bring him to the hospital, or should we just leave him?
Honestly, I'd say just leave them.
Okay. I just want to make that clear because I don't want them to get upset that they do somehow get arrested because we didn't help them, even though we agreed on it.
Well, I would say at this point going forward, it's
Just leave
you
them.
guys
Flat out
are
leave them there.
interacting. If you do interact for some reason, make sure you're following all the rules to a T. Period.
Okay.
Also, another rule that I can ask, because I feel like they kind of drew the line of like pocket wiping, but they didn't really pocket wipe me. It was more they took cigars. Like, I get those are normal
They basically
takings.
took everything out of our pocket besides our fucking food and water and phones.
Yeah, that's like I usually only take anything that involves fighting. So a gun, bullets, maybe a couple band-aids, maybe if they have armor, I'll take that. But anything that involves fighting, I usually take just because like we kind of need that back since we just kind of dumped it all on you guys already. So I just feel like that's a fair thing to take. But when they take like all of my cigars, all of my joints or gummies, gun, ammo, lock picks, like anything like criminal activity that you can use with it, they always take. So I just want to clear that up. Like, what is the lines that maybe if they're trying to hit us with pocket wiping, we can fix on that, or anything along those lines.
So,
Let's see.
per the rules, realistically, the only three things that should be left is food, water, and phone. Now, something that I said while I was Jeremiah and a part of ABC when that was a thing was, and this kind of predates you guys coming around. Bobby, I know you were there originally, and then you kind of went to Liquid for a while and then came back.
Yeah.
When we had the old system for taking turf, which I'm sure you guys have heard Rafiki talk about, because my god, that guy loved that system. The only thing I didn't like about it was the fucking NPCs, which, oh my god. If you guys were around then, oh, you guys would understand why I played games of like how many pedestrians can you hit in one day.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I was a part of GSF then.
Yeah, it was bad. Bobby, I think you can attest like how bad it would get.
Especially around GSF block when we had it max level. It was
Oh
just
my
locals
god.
everywhere.
Oh my god. Did you know those things get fucking shotguns at max level?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I found it
those
out the hard way.
yeah, those hurt. Those hurt a lot. I no, thank you. I'm good. But if we were to claim a piece of territory, right? The rules that I had set were no intentionally trying to flatback, no loot boxing or essentially just looting somebody,
Yeah.
and everybody gets picked up. Either they go directly to the hospital or they call an ambulance, which at the time EMS wasn't as large of a presence, so it made sense.
Right.
So from a moral perspective, I commend you guys 1,000%. Per the rules, I mean, do with that as you will. Realistically, I can't stop you guys.
Well, it's all like why we ask is basically is because we don't want to piss them off more than they already are, right? But they once we got pocket wiped, it's not technically pocket wiped, right? But they took everything off of us, besides obviously our food, water, and our phone. We started doing it to them, just for the fact that obviously we woke up from the hospital, right? they were in there standing with us to check our pockets. We have absolutely nothing. We don't want to do that, but if that's the road they're gonna go down as well, you know, like it's just gonna make everybody do it. And at the point like it is now, right, between the brothers and us, it's gotten toxic. If I have clips of when they killed us, the shit they were saying after they killed us, it's like that's why we haven't bothered them either, because it's getting really toxic, and I don't want to bother them at all.
Understandable.
And technically
Yeah.
it is
Oh,
phone, radio, food, and drink. So make sure you leave the radio also if you're going
Yeah,
to.
we always leave that.
yeah.
Close radio as
yeah.
well.
I was just clarifying to make sure.
Oh,
But
for
I
sure.
mean, also with the toxicity, the only person in that group that hasn't been toxic towards us is Usually he'll type in /me GG
GG.
or some like something nice, or you could say nice, I guess. But the only people that we really have toxicity with is me and Chubbs never got along. I knew him in Liquid, toxic ass city, never got along. So that's where me and him start, where I tried to stay as far as away from him as possible. That's why I didn't go back to where I only went and dropped the body off at Legion earlier, and I didn't even say anything when I was around Chubbs, because I personally, OOC, I don't know the guy. In city, he's toxic. I don't like him. Never have, never will. Unless he changes. And then same with I don't know,
No, Athena.
not
Athena.
Athena's really toxic towards us too. Phil, he's
Phil
just
is
his
Phil.
character. Yeah, it's just his
Yeah.
character. So it's not really any issues with him. It's just Athena, Chubbs, and I want to say Yuno's girl, right?
That's his girl. Athena is his girl.
Oh, then Chubbs' girls as well is like
Scarlet.
Scarlet. They're always toxic towards us.
Okay. So where we're gonna limit it now is like I totally get that. We can only act on tickets we do have. So I
No, for sure.
definitely get like you guys are saying that. Unfortunately, because they are spinning tickets, we have to address your side of it. So
No,
my
for sure. I
best thing
agree.
is like make sure you're dotting all of your I's and crossing all of your T's because they're gonna be submitting up, even if you're not.
For sure.
And you guys need to make sure you're not gonna get in trouble on that. Because right now, like we are gonna we're gonna do the warning route, but basically it kind of puts you guys on like a probation type. Like if you fuck up again, you're at that limit. You can't be fucking up anymore. And again, we gave a lot of passes on some of the stuff, but some of these we just had to do strikes because it was multiple times of very clear rule breaks, and that's why we're sitting down to have the conversation we are. But if they're rule breaking too, submit it up so we can address them because we can't address them if we don't have proof of them doing it.
Do you have
Yeah.
Bobby? Do you have the clip from earlier so I can submit it up when we rolled up on him? At the
Yeah, I do.
Alright,
I have
perfect.
all that. I think I sent it to you as well.
Perfect.
But I just want to say it would be a lot. I always run metal. It's always running for me. I'll have like 5 hour, as long as I'm in city, it's running. No matter like, because it just automatically opens up when I turn my PC on. So it's always running. Any game I play, it's on. So the only issue that I have is I'm not the person, I never put in a ticket unless it's like I put in that one ticket. This is like my first ever ticket for when somebody was metagaming. I don't like metagaming, it's weird. So that's the only reason I put it up. And then, so that's like my first ever ticket. So I usually don't care to save any recordings. So if it's over 5 hours long, I just instant dump it, go through all my files, get rid of it so it's not taking up space. So I wish if there are tickets being opened, I wish that we can get like formatted and like told about this ticket, even like
So we can draw footage.
yeah, so
before
we can
dump
get our
everything.
footage up as well too. Just to, if we did rule break, like if I rule break something, I'll most likely admit it, just because I'm not going to sit there and lie, especially if you guys have footage of me rule breaking. You know what I'm saying?
Can you guys keep it 48 hours? Is that like a good enough time frame that you guys can keep it for 48 hours? And we're trying to get on top of these, but like we have admins moving across state right now.
Yeah, I know, I
Like
know.
Yeah,
across
we
the
understand
country.
that. Yeah.
Like I've been out, so we've been trying to get to them, but we're a little
It's
limited on
hard.
time
Yeah, it's
ourselves
hard.
right
No,
Yeah.
I
now.
get it. Yeah, we can keep it
Um,
to 48. I mean, we'll do our best
Yeah.
to keep
The
it to
only
48.
person that we would have probably an issue trying to keep it to is Rafiki, just because all of you guys know how he is. He's just straight mindset to what he wants to do when he wants to do it. So
mhm. All
that's
I'm
the
gonna
only
say is
person.
like, he's part of your team, so it reflects on the whole org. So
Yeah.
No, no, I completely get it. And
Yeah, I
there's, I
understand
mean,
that too.
I've tried to wind him down. I've took him off of killing cops. Like, that's one thing we haven't done, which I'm trying to get him away from, so they can enjoy flying in the city.
Don't lie to them like that. We just
Well,
killed him
last
last
night we
night.
had drugs on us. That was the first time doing it in a long time. But I'm saying him in general because he just wants to kill cops. So
And
I've
he honestly just wants to fight in general.
and I've took him
Any
away
chance
from
he
that.
gets.
So I mean, it's just one step at a time. I got to work on with him.
I gotcha.
So I'll keep going, working on with him.
Oh, and another question is so about adding somebody. I know Damien, so he's actually like IRL cousin to me. I live with him. He's sitting in the next room next to me right now. So, like him joining the day that he joined was kind of like out of the blue. So we didn't really work on trying to get it into here. So that's our fuck up as well. Like I'll admit it, we fucked up on that part. But we kind of like it was kind of like a trial and error with him because he was in here when I first ever flew in here as fucking I don't remember who it was. It was Michael Rogers. He was with me at the time. I don't remember what his name was, but and then he flew out for good. So I brought him back in here because he was looking for a city. And then he said that he was looking to join a gang. So I was like, all right, these are our colors, vest, good to go. We'll see how you like it tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of just like a iffy situation on that, getting him added in here.
I do get that. The only thing I will say is, like, with the interactions you guys are having someone in who's going to represent you guys, especially when you happen to have a rule break with them involved,
Mm-hmm.
like, it doesn't do you guys any justice. Because what happens is then we have to look at, like, in this case, it was okay, well, when did he join? Was he officially part of the org? If he wasn't part of the org, then that's a whole different rule break that just happened because he's sliding with you guys on another org, and that's not allowed. So it became like a whole runaround headache on our end to try to figure out who he was, if he was part of the org, if he wasn't part of the org, was he sliding with you guys? Like, there's a lot that goes into it that
Oh,
you
for
guys were
sure.
like a 24-hour trial, and we're like, that just created 5 more lists of things for us to figure out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
So when at this point, they're not officially part of the org until you put them in Discord because that's where we track it. Your gang roster is a whole different tracking system. We track it based on when they get added to the org Discord.
And so I'm gonna ask, where do I just type that in? What? Just so I know.
Yep,
Waiting
so
room.
when you add someone, you have them join and then you tag them in waiting room saying where you're going to add them to, like where I need to be adding them to.
I just fucked up. All right.
So like when you did Damien Cross to the triads, please, that was perfect. Tagging, and then I was able to go in and add based on that. Because what happens is if we would have used when he was added, technically he wasn't a part of your org at the time, and then that's a
Yeah.
whole new rule break that just got added on if
No,
that
for
was the
sure.
case. Okay.
Also, just giving you a heads up, since Gambino officially was declared left by ABC on the 13th, we are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days into his 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, I know that one. Yeah.
12, 13, 14. So on
He did.
July 3rd, he will be allowed to join.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I have.
Now,
He lets me know every day.
I will admit, I fucked up, right, with that one.
Yeah.
Because Gambino was originally the leader of ABC before I took it over. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. And so technically, when I took it over, it was underneath my perspective that he was out. But as you can see, where it can get uber complicated, there you go. Even
I was
I
gonna say,
myself,
don't you dare even open that can of worms, because the amount of time I spent dealing with the Gambino shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
As I said, I'll allow you
Fucking
one.
stab you.
Yep. As I said, I'll allow you to get one free knife. That's fair.
And then I'm gonna ask a couple more questions before you guys wrap this up. If you don't mind me asking, if you guys would like to tell us. Um, I know people are claiming no 30-second interactions, right? Do you guys know if they are clipping their video short of the 30 seconds or not? Because
So
I know with metal, you can direct cut to where you want it to be. I'm not saying they're doing it, but we, I have told them I want a minute is what I want, right? Because I feel like 30 seconds is too short, especially when everybody just runs in cars. Everybody just flies around in cars, and it's hard to get words to each other in cars because you're just banging into each other. Radios are going crazy. You can't hear nothing. Do you know for sure if the clip is actually the full clip?
So what we did, even like as of today, was when they submitted a ticket or body cam, we said, can you submit the 30 seconds prior to this as well, so it can be included. So we do actually push back and ask for additional
Okay,
body
I
cam
just
if they
wanted to
need
make sure
to.
because some of our
Um,
situations go for like 3 minutes before actually something even happens.
but here's the thing: when you're like 3 minutes of screaming at each other from cars as you're passing by, is that really an interaction?
Well, no, what we always do is, right? So, for example, today, right? Uh, when we rolled up to their complex when they started taking territory, which we almost got caught lacking, Damien was in the middle of the road by himself. Four of us hopped out the car and tried to kidnap him. That's how I want to do things. If I don't have like terms with a gang, like for example the Reapers, where today we agreed to fight in the Red Garage on foot only, and then the next one was in the Rainbow Garage on foot only, right?
Hmm.
He then Chubbs then rolled and tried to shoot everybody, but I just want to kidnap people. If we don't have terms, that's all I want to do. I want to just kidnap you. I don't want to drive in my car and have to hunt you down. I want to kidnap you because I get more out of it if I kidnap you and take you to somewhere. And like for example, if I do kill you, tell you, hey, your boy's here, come get him, or hey, come get him for this amount, right? Like
Hmm.
if you want him back, give me this. I'll take it. You can take him. I don't want to have to hunt them down. But from the sounds on their radio, because we scan the radio every day, they want it. And even after the situation, like today when I shot Chubbs, right? I was like, did you? I don't know because I don't know if they submitted one after it happened. I don't. It is what it is. I asked him. I was like, did you hear us? For the minutes we were driving around, he said, "Yuna heard you. Everything is all good." And it's weird having to like clarify it with somebody because in this city, all everybody does is just drive in their car and just flee off instantly. So it's like technically there is no interaction, right? Nobody has one.
Yeah. I mean, I
Like
just gotta say, I'm used to coming from Liquid. I guarantee you, Money Tier knows, and Destiny knows that city. It's literally just all you need to say is three words,
Yeah.
either "you're dead" or "catch me in the streets," and that's basically saying that you're gonna shoot as soon as you get out of a green zone or something.
And that's
So
exactly what's his name did to us today. Joseph,
Joseph,
Joe
yeah.
Deer Day,
Hmm.
right? We've had no issues with them at all. Zero. Besides one where we took each other's guns and we gave them back to each other, and we agreed, hey, no guns, no taking this, no taking that. You tell us the location, we tell you a location. I feel like that's how it truly should go. But when somebody is just blatantly ignoring you for terms, I feel like it's we can't do anything about it because I've asked. There's nothing we can do.
honestly, here's what I'm gonna say, right? Just don't even fucking interact with them. I mean, at this point, it's falling on deaf ears, and if that is
Yeah.
truly the situation, don't even entertain it. I mean, I know they
Hmm.
might call you pussies or
I mean,
this
I
that.
don't care if somebody calls me a pussy in a video game. You can call me a pussy all you want. But the thing is, we'll be sitting at our compound. completely just fucking around with each other, and they'll drive by and honk at us. Even when we do ignore, we've ignored them for 5 days. We haven't touched them. And today was the day where Phil seen me in the city this morning and said, "Hey, we're gonna be hunting you down today." So when I hear that, when somebody says, "Hey, we're gonna be hunting you down," I'm sure you'd be aware while you're driving around, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like I feel like Phil is setting them up for failure. I'm gonna be honest. I'll say it. I don't give a fuck. He started all this. He's been in one shootout and has left them to deal with the shit end of the stick. Which, his frustrations are coming from there as well. He said Phil's never around. He can't do anything. Phil don't come around. And he put him into this predicament. Him and Chubbs did.
Yeah, I just feel like about that as well is has even told us that like he doesn't want to fight us because he has like no actual beef with us in city or anything like that. So for Phil and Chubbs to come in, I don't even know, like I would say like 3 times a week. Maybe he is in when we're not around, but usually
want you to go after him. Honestly,
we're
over
in
and over again.
most of the night. And we're driving around doing stupid shit, hitting each other with golf clubs, like
Playing car tag up in Mirror
yeah,
Park.
like playing card tag, like just messing around. And we don't see Chubbs or Phil. We usually see and Athena. So we usually kind of like we have laid off on trying to actually chase them because they just opened this business up in Adams, so we go for it. You open that up, congratulations. Like
Do your
I'll
thing.
come and buy the milk and triple bacon burgers that I've been buying on both characters that I have. But it's like Phil, I see him maybe once a week now. And same with Chubbs, I feel like I see him like once a week. Even on his cop character, I barely see him around. So I don't know if you guys can do anything about it.
The whole Phil situation.
He's just busy, bro. He's just busy.
Yeah, I get
Overall, he's
that.
just busy.
Like,
Yeah,
Like
me.
I've talked to him in Discord like plenty of hours. Like we sit in the general VC and we talk. I get he's busy, but he's gotta get on like and talk to his group and let them know like, hey, like if you guys can't be around, right, then don't start anything, right? Just just call it off. Say, hey, we're done with this. Yada yada yada. Boom, go our separate ways. That's all they had to do. We've asked them. I tweeted out on Twitter. Let me know when you guys are ready to call this off. Because I don't want to keep. I fuck with. I don't. The dude sounds defeated half the time he's in the city, because he's by himself. And so we stopped messing with him. All I need is Chubbs to answer me back and say, hey, this is over. Boom. And we don't need a reward like we agreed on in the beginning for ending it, or whoever calls off. Just hey, we want out. We don't want to do it, and that's it.
Remember, you can also use the Continental chat here in the Discord as well, and tag them in an official capacity.
Yeah.
Like
Well, and I know Chubbs is going through some shit as well. I can't put all the blame on him. I know he's going through some shit. He told me he is, which I understand. But even a simple like, even if I put it in here, right, and he doesn't respond, a simple like, just yes or no. That way we know to leave you guys alone.
well, the
Because
reason I say here is because we're
you
all
guys
here
can
and
see it
can
as
see it
well.
too, and
Yeah,
that makes people more inclined
to answer.
to respond and react, because then I could be like, look at him, like do the looky eyes, like you gonna respond? What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. But I mean, like, I don't know. I'll say this. Even when we had problems with the Chosen, right? When we had their card and they knew we had it and we had our issues with them, I'm not just trying to say it's one separate group that is all this shit's randomly coming up about. We had no issues with the Chosen, besides the one kid that was saying some crazy shit that we had to put a ticket up about him, separate thing, right? The Reapers never had an issue with. It's, I mean, I'm not trying to point them out, but it's like, at the
it's
end of the
hard not
day,
to.
it's hard not to, right? But if they're gonna claim there's no 30-second interaction, I mean, they're doing the same thing because realistically, there is no 30-second interaction in the city because you can't. It's physically impossible. If people are just driving cars, screaming on the radio, you claim you don't hear, he claims he heard. You know what I mean? It's like
Right.
it's a sticky situation. And if you went up to Joe and you guys asked him how the things went between us, it's nothing but fun between the two groups. Like there hasn't been one complaint. And they even got killed by themselves, two people.
We even pushed Joe himself up in West Vinewood because he said that all his boys flew out, so he was just trying to fuck with us, and we shot at him there, and he was still okay with that too. Like he wasn't like ignoring us or anything like that. He even called Tyler multiple times in city just to fuck around and talk shit to each other.
And I'm really not trying to point out one group. Like it's hard not to, but like when toxic starts happening, right, from one side, the other side's clearly going to pick up on it, right? And that's where you guys know, like once two things get toxic between a group of people, tickets just start flying left and right.
Yeah.
It's like you're at strip club throwing money, but tickets. Just ticket here, ticket this, ticket that, and it just keeps going and going and going. But for the sake of you guys, for obviously talking to us and giving us our warning or whatever, which you guys completely could have wiped us, which, I appreciate that. We ourselves will completely leave them alone. I won't avoid talking to them, but avoid like conflicts with them, as you would say, because I don't want to keep going down this deep windy road of can you guys talk to us? Here's a ticket on you. Can you explain your side? You know what I mean? I don't want you guys to keep having to deal with that, and I don't want to have to deal with it either.
No, and from what I understand, we're probably gonna be speaking to them too and be like, "You guys just drop it. Like this needs to all stop."
Yeah,
If you
no.
want to do fresh interactions and figure shit out, that's one thing. But at this point,
Oh,
it's just I'm gonna stab you back because you stabbed me, and it's a never-ending
Exactly. It's just
cycle.
back and forth and it's never gonna end and it's gonna get even more toxic and me personally I don't care for the toxicity. I don't want to be bothered with it because it
Hmm.
just like I said, at the end of the day we're playing a fucking game. Everybody's here to have fun
Yeah.
and everybody invests a shit ton of time in here. So we
um,
go for it.
that was if you were still talking, go ahead.
No, you're good.
All right, I just was gonna say before I forget because I'm a dumbass. Do you want me to send the ticket up just to see this interaction of what we're trying to like prove, or do you just want me to share my screen really quick and show you it?
Of which one? Sorry.
Of when we're trying to take Chubbs hostage, because yeah, it's kind of really off topic by now, but
I would
just
say if
to put it up
you're
there.
wanting to
I'm
put it up in any official capacity, you'll want to make a
I th-
ticket about
I
it.
think it might actually be in there already. Let me double check. I
I
think
did send it to you, Tyler.
no, yeah, I think it's in there.
All five of them or four of them? Five, four, five. Then after we killed them, left them, they started taking territory and shit.
Yeah, I sent it. So I don't know
Okay.
if you can see my ticket, Tater
Mhm.
Tot. The clip in that ticket's gonna be the second one as well. It's gonna be that clip exactly that he's talking about. It's gonna be the second one. On radio, you can clearly hear me. There's only one. Stick 'em up, like hold 'em up. So I mean, I'll put it like I can
For some
comment
reason,
under
you
it if you
can't
want.
hear my radio in this, and I've been trying to figure it out. I don't know if you can also hear my voice or not, but I have it where it's on push to talk. But I don't. It everything's keybind where everything is keybinded in city, so I don't understand why it's not picking it up when I go on radio, but
But
pissing me
yeah,
off.
we'll stop. Like I said, I'll agree. I don't mind stopping our interactions with them, war wise, killing wise, because I don't. It's clearly getting out of hand. Because I feel like every situation's turning into a ticket, no matter what.
Mhm.
So for the sake of you guys, sake of us, I'll let the boys know. I know some of them won't be happy because they're. I'm not saying some of us. I know one of us. We all know the name. know.
Oh boy.
I don't mean to, but he's obviously gonna be pissed, which is fine. I completely understand, but we can focus on the Reapers like we have been having our fun, and we'll completely cut them off and leave them out. But if you could send them a message as well,
Mm-hmm.
if they do start taking our territory back, obviously we're gonna have to act on it. You know, they can take their compound back. That's cool. But if they start taking everything else back, like for 5 days they haven't touched territory. So, I mean, just if they could leave our stuff alone, that, like near our spot, then it won't
Right.
cause conflict again. And if they want to refresh, we can refresh as well. But I don't want to deal with them if it's going to be a ticket every time. You know what I mean?
No, I got you. I wouldn't either.
Because from the sounds of it now, like obviously, like I said before, I know it's just two groups basically. I know where the tickets are coming from. I've ran my own cities. I've done all this before. Like I know how it works. It's, like some people, like everybody's competitive. If you played a sport in your life, like in the city, you're competitive, right? Nobody really wants to actually lose, even though they say they don't want. Like they don't care.
Yeah.
But people start feeling a certain way when they start losing over and over and over again. And when it gets to that point, I'll removing ourselves out of that situation. 'Cause
I'll be dead ass every fight even if I'm a cop, I die. I'm always pissed. I'll be dead ass. Like I just won't. I try and contain, or I don't even know how to word it.
Control,
but
dumbass.
Yeah, control. All right. Listen here, man.
I mean, at the
But
end of the day, you're kind of to a point. Are they worth losing the whole org over? Because
Oh
that's
no, no,
eventually
No.
what it's
absolutely
gonna come down
not.
Definitely not.
Absolutely not.
And so that's why, like, I know people are gonna be upset, people are gonna be pissy, but like, is it worth it? That's
I
just
mean,
what it comes down to at this point.
it's not, and I'm just gonna say, you guys can expect a fucking huge ticket tomorrow from fucking Rafiki. That's all I'm gonna say. You guys
Yep.
can enjoy that. I will not be in that. If he complains, just let him complain. Don't fucking answer. That's the best advice I can give you guys. I've known him for 5 years.
We can't
Just
not answer.
Well,
but
I know. Just give him. I'm saying like, not answer right away, right? Let his little anger ADHD mentality cool down before you do answer. Because like after he sends it, I can get him on a level head. I just need time to do that when he's around.
So funny. The one day he was like, he was gonna leave the city. He did, but then he came back. And then when was it, Tyler? Like I would say like at the beginning of this week or the end of last
Yeah.
week, he was like, "I'm done. I'm sick of this. Never gonna come back." Final,
Back less than 24 hours.
yeah, back that same night that he said that.
It's his ADHD mentality, which I know how to control it because I've been friends with him for 5 years. But I know he's gonna put a ticket, or he's either gonna complain or he's gonna be fine with it. There's no in between with him. So
So, while I absolutely get it, I will say we are very, very particular about if someone starts becoming, what's the right wording? I don't say like abusive towards admins or like being a shitlord to us. I don't
yeah,
say shitlord either, but if you're being rude and kind
rude.
of
Yeah,
mean, like we all do this for volunteer, and
exactly.
uh, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna sit here and be yelled at with a temper tantrum by a grown man.
No, for sure.
Um,
I know what you mean.
I got a husband upstairs, and I'm not gonna deal with that from him or anyone else. So,
Exactly.
Oh
But I
no.
mean, I probably can just send a big ass message tonight in our little group Discord we have, like our little email we have, and just say, hey, for the sake of fucking everybody at this point, just leave the brothers alone. I know he's gonna feel a type of way because he thinks him and J Rock have like some personal beef between each other.
That's the one thing I
Which
never understood. Like,
I don't know
if
either. I don't know
anything,
either.
right? You would consider me and Rafiki having the bad blood, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Considering all the fucking seeds that led to all that shit. But I'm just like, dude,
No, I mean,
I
yeah, it
was
is.
loving it. I loved every minute of it.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, we'll do it. I'll do my best. Obviously, there's only so much I can do, right? Like I can't do any more
oh, I
than that.
know.
So we'll agree here. I
Uh,
mean, you guys heard it from us. We'll
yeah.
leave the brothers alone. If you could pass a message somehow, some way, because clearly they have us all blocked in city on their phones, so there's no we can't talk to them unless we see them, which makes it even more difficult. But if you could somehow put a message out there like, hey, whatever with the triads, boom, boom, done. And we'll just, if they want to start a new interaction some other week, some other month down the line, so be it. But for the time being, we won't bother them if they don't bother us, which it's pretty easy to do.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, we can keep it at a, like, surface level. Hey, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. But, and just leave
Yeah.
it at that.
That would be best at this point.
I mean, I'm down.
I have
I've been down for a week.
I have one question that's like really off topic.
Oh God.
Tyler, you probably know what I'm talking about.
Go for it.
So, me and my cousin were thinking about like, what's the limitation of hitmans? Just basically like you can be a hitman, just follow basically all the rules. Got it.
Me personally, right? We don't officially have anything in the rules against being a quote unquote hitman.
Okay.
Me personally, and I think this kind of goes for kind of Destiny and a few other of us admins as well. We want to see there actually be like a legitimate claim to why the hit is taken out, right?
Yeah.
We want to see like that progressionary thing, because for a time period, and Bobby, I know you were around for this, everybody was putting hits on each other for the stupidest fucking shit.
Yeah, like Phil would put out hits for random ass things, or we would put out hits for fucking Phil.
My car was a weird color.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Bobby and his cousin were talked about it, and we were
Ding
gonna
ding,
make a
and wing wing.
yeah, we were gonna come up with a 3-man hitman squad, and only like obviously there's gonna be progression to it, right? Like we're not just gonna fly in the first day and be like, oh, who needs a fucking hit? You know what I mean? But I actually do hits on people for decent reasons, not just this guy talked to me the wrong way. Shit like that. We just wanted to get word on that too before we actually did it.
As long as you're following the rules yourself as well and still doing the interactions,
Mhm.
that's, I mean, as long as you're following the rules, we don't have rules against it.
Right.
But make it make sense, right? We're all RP based, so just doing it because you want to be a hitman is an RP.
Yeah.
Right. No.
Here's the way I do it, right? Every decision that my character has made, right, up until fairly recently, has always been backstory driven. Mafia. My mother was in the mafia. My family's from Chicago. Like, the background is there. Like, my brother passed away. You know,
Shit like that.
If you can incorporate it into your backstory, more power to you. If it's an arc you want to explore, as long as you position yourself in a way that it is reasonable enough for your character to go into it, seriously, fucking go into it. If somebody gives you some bullshit reason as far as like why they want to hit on somebody,
Fuck no, baby.
I personally would tell them to go fucking shove their money up their ass. But well, I don't know what I'm saying. I got $8 million fucking sitting in fucking Nowheresville.
Right.
Stop throwing your money around. It's not a dick. It's not that big.
I mean, 8
Yeah.
million.
Yeah, you should hand some of that shit over. I'm sitting at 160 right now.
Oof, fuck.
The other day I was at like 14,000.
Hey, not too bad.
I don't grind, bro. I don't grind. Love to
Bro,
grind.
you know where the majority of my money came from?
Trucking, I know.
I keep
Cars.
telling people. No.
Cars.
No.
Totally not.
Totally not, dude.
Yeah, totally.
Totally not, dude.
It's not my fault people have problems.
I will admit that I have a problem with cars, and I will buy a car any chance
I'll
I
buy a
get.
car if I got 400K left and it's 400K. I'm buying it.
Exactly.
That's just how it is. It's how it is for everybody. But yeah, if you guys want to reach out to them, I'll let everybody know, and we'll just completely blow that shit out the water and let it blow over.
Oh, and one other thing. I know Olive and Ducky were part of your guys' orc thing.
Yeah,
I-
I invited them. I'm
I-
just waiting for him to join.
Yeah, they're both in now. So, word of the wise, do that now. So
Yeah, no, I
that
was
way-
waiting for them to. I was waiting for them to let me know they actually fucking joined, so I could fucking put something out there.
Yeah,
But they ain't
so
fucking messaged me back. Well, thanks for letting me know.
what we're going to be doing,
Olive isn't in there.
what I'm going to be doing, and this is something that we as org managers are going to be doing, is every couple of days we're going to be doing a check on who the members are. If we do not see them in there, they are getting the boot
Got it.
out of the in-city
I'll
org
type it
thing.
right now.
And that will be the way we handle things, period. Because
Cool.
I don't know about you, but it's not worth a warning. It's really not. Oh, which Tyler, I gotta talk to you one-on-one real quick.
Go for it.
Okay. As far as like this general conversation, we're good. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, no problem, bro.
Okay, movie up real quick.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Alright, what up?
Hey, remember when we talked about warnings?
Oh yeah.
Hey, nothing's gonna come of this, right?
Yeah.
Real quick. We already kind of just went over it, but Tyler, you're being warned for having a member be a part of your in-city group without them officially being part of the official org Discord. That's
Sounds
all.
good.
It's simple.
Yeah,
Right?
no,
Easy,
yeah.
quick, boom.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, sounds good. Alrighty, sounds good to me. 10-4.
Would here. I'm gonna share my screen with you real quick,
Got it.
and before I do that, let me just get rid of anything identifiable. It's for anonymity's sake. Would you like to see? And I'll share this with you real quick if you would like to view
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. I had this
What the
whole
fuck
thing.
is this?
This is everything in all the tickets, by the way.
Can I actually read it real quick? Can I
No.
see it? Can you wait? No, not read it. My bad. Not read it. Can you actually tell me some of the violations so I can go back and do my best to get some body cam from our point of view?
So
So it's not like so one-sided, if you know what I mean. Because like Bobby was saying, right? If we can't really defend ourselves because we don't get told. So nobody gets to actually see our point of view.
yeah.
Like everything up till now, besides the one that what's her name? Tater Tot added me in the other day of it was 33 money tiered Tater Tot thing, right?
Mm.
Of rooftop shooting thing. Or no, it started out as the bridge thing, the bridge.
Mm.
That was the only time we were told to show our point of view. We have never been told anything else. That's my only problem I have.
Yeah.
Is we haven't got a chance. Like if you guys wiped us, which I appreciate you didn't, we haven't got a chance to defend ourselves.
Right.
know what I mean?
And that's where
Like I get all these, rule break this, rule break that, but we haven't actually had a legit chance to submit anything because we don't know what it is.
yeah.
For
No,
example,
I
I'll admit
feel
I
that.
fucked up by body dumping them at PD. That was completely on me.
I'm
like,
not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was kind of making me laugh, though. Not gonna lie.
That's why I did it though, right? Is because
It was kind of.
I
Funny.
did it. I get the body dumping thing, right?
Mm.
But I more did it because they did it to us, but we got caught and had to escape PD. We had to get out of the hospital and escape. That's why I did it to them. Because they started doing shisty things first before we actually took it to that level. And that's where I wish like we could get like a tag saying, hey, or you guys open something up with me that says, hey, you guys have any body cam of this date around this time, blah blah blah. That way we can at least somehow defend ourselves. Because all these claims are coming in, right? And even if they show 30 seconds before an interaction, you don't know how long that interaction actually was, right? You could just see the 30 seconds before of us chasing them, then them getting shot. But what about the 2 minutes before that of us talking and then ramming into each other and then saying, "You're dead to me, and we're going to shoot you next time we see you," and then it happens, right? It's
Yeah.
it's like people play the victim card way too much.
Oh
Like
yeah.
victim this, victim that, and it sucks because it's all coming down on us. But if you personally went around and asked the Chosen or the Reapers if we have ever stepped outside of the lines and broke anything with them, I can
Mate.
vouch 100%.
Huh?
Every single one of them would say no. And that's where it's to the point of me is like, they just don't like us, and they want to try to get us out as fast as they can. That's what it seems to me.
While I cannot comment on that, that is not.
Yeah,
my
of course
place to
not.
say.
That's not your place to say. I know. I know. I
Um,
know. You got to be careful with your words. I know you. You know, this is your shit. You can't say like anything that would hint at something or do anything. You're just here as you're doing your thing, and I completely understand it. I've done it myself.
So
You got to play middleman.
what I will say is, and this was last night on the 26th, when you guys went to go chase that one individual. I personally
Yeah.
have a recording of it. Which is why I mentioned to Bobby, hey, don't have that
Yeah.
kind of mentality. I have a 17-minute recording of like the basically 3 separate chases y'all went on with him.
Yeah, and like, dude, in 17 minutes, if somebody driving by and honking, bro, it's a little absurd.
Yeah, no,
Like it's at a point where like you guys are gonna have to step in and say like, "Hey, bro, like, you can't be doing that." Because we can't talk to him. It's not possible. You see how fast that fucking car goes. We can't say shit.
yeah,
We see it and it's gone. We see it, it's gone. We see it, it's every time. And it gets to a point where guess what? You only have the chance to try to shoot out a tire to talk to the fucking guy. We kidnapped him and he literally told us he was here for cars and shooting. And now, J Rock, and I'm not saying J Rock did it, Chubbs put him in a gang where they have, I'm not gonna lie, a super OPS car, which has pissed a lot of gangs off. I'm not gonna lie, majority of the gangs are super mad because they got this car that is OP. Not only can you barely shoot through the back windshield, but it goes 220 and it can turn on a dime. And I was told the speed was fixed and everything was fixed, but it still does the same thing. And I get it. If Jay's giving his people things, I get that, right? This is his fucking server. I completely understand. But
no,
no.
no. I'm gonna stop you right there.
Or is
That
it
is
your guys' server? My bad.
that is new. It is not him being a server owner. That is the farthest fucking thing from the possibility.
But it's like I don't know if you can
Um,
see it from our point of view, but it's got to be somewhat fair for everybody else, right?
Oh, no.
Nobody was told we could have our own personal cars. I even offered to pay it and pay the fucking fee to get it into the city, which obviously I know how this shit works. I've devved, like I know how it works. I know how the money works. I know the space everything takes, which I was I was fine coughing up money to give to get a car into the city, but I was steered the other way and said just pick a car in the city that we already have. But then why does he get to import his own car?
So
You know what I mean?
yes. So 2 things. One, the car that we're talking about was something that was kind of always in the city.
That Lamborghini.
Yes, that Lamborghini
Uh,
has been. In
I'm gonna
city.
tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now. I can show you proof that has not been in the city, because on that website it says when it was bought, and I can see. Let me show you, just so you don't think I'm lying. Okay, I will show you right now. Let me find this. It's the website. I will share my screen to you as well. If you go on here, oh no, it's not there anymore because people bought. How do you check? But last night when I was talking to Giuseppe, you can see recent payments, right?
Yes.
I was in Discord asking my boys, hey, what car should we get? Because I wanted to figure it out. And in this slot right here, it was J-Rock. In that car he has, this is a newer website that told you guys have never used before. Because I asked Sean and I asked Giuseppe. And if you scroll down, let me find it. There is, where is it? Let me find it. It's on here somewhere. Is this it?
No.
This is it right here.
Hold on, scroll down to the headlights.
This is the exact car.
No, the headlights are more pointier. And then the reason
Sean told me it had to be under 150 polys from this website where Jay got it. This is literally the car. And I'm being so serious. This is the exact car.
Hold on, I'm gonna, you know what?
'Cause if-
I'm actually gonna go and sit it real quick and double check. Keep that image up real quick.
No, yeah, I'll keep it up. But if I could scroll, because last night when I was checking this, I don't know if Giuseppe, you could see we were in the city, they were pulling out cars and whatnot. Right in this, I wish I could scroll down and see the recent receipts. But the receipt was the third one on the thing, which means it was bought recent, because as you see, there's new people here every day. It literally was J-Rock's name. And I found it funny that they told me somebody built him that car, and then I scroll down just to find out the Tempesta Highcade, exact same car under 152 polys. This is the exact same car bought on this website. And I was told I was willing to pay, and they steered me out the direction to where I had to pick a car in city.
Hold on, it's the okay Tempesta. Hold on.
The Tempesta Highcade.
No, because when I was driving it, it was.
Because there's a normal Tempesta, which they offered me, which is the GTA version, like the normal one that's already in the city, just a little different. And then there's this one, because if you look at their car, they're going to have the exact same exhaust spots. Because I've drove their car, it's the exact same one.
Do I even want to know?
Oh, I mean, I can fill you in. Basically what I'm saying is, right, from gangs that I have talked to, obviously there's only a couple, right? It's the fucking Reapers and the Chosen, which the Chosen are barely there. GSF never shows up. People are starting to see that the brothers are getting shit that other people don't have. Not only do they get this insane car that J-Rock has tuned himself, that is insane. I'm not blaming him for everything. But they also have a bike that nobody else has, that J-Rock bring in. I was the night there when he brought it in, and that was supposed to be their gang car, but somehow they have the bike, and they have this car. And both the things are OP. And from the point of view of what everybody's seeing is they're getting shit that nobody else is getting. And like, I get it, like, I know he stopped me on it, money stopped me on it, but it's like at what point can you put it to somewhat fair? I get you. He owns the server. There's a bunch of people who own it together, right? But just because you're that, you shouldn't get all of this. You know what I mean? When people are dumping a good amount of money just to be a gang in the city. And I mean, this city's cheaper than majority, but people are dumping a good chunk of change just to be a gang in the city, and then they get all this shit. And this car looks identical to a Lamborghini, if I'm not wrong. This is the exact definition of a Lamborghini.
Because
Like, I know it's supposed to be Lua friendly.
I was driving around in.
Drink. Yeah, I'm not going to work right now. I'm done with today.
Hold on. Let me share the screen here real quick. So I'm gonna pull that one up.
Let me watch your stream and let me pull
Yeah,
this
see,
one to the side.
look, the concaves are a little bit different.
Yeah, now go to is there a picture of the back?
Well,
Or a video of it?
The back looks the same. I know that for a fact. So it could possibly be this vehicle.
They're the same exact lights. I mean, I could zoom in for you. Let me try to control alt zoom. Hold on. It's the same exact vehicle. It's the only thing different is the spoiler, is the vent. It's the same thing. You can just change the vent on the car.
Vent. Yeah, no, these were straight pullouts.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is like, for
Oh,
us, right?
Oh, by the way, so the The people that you saw driving around earlier,
Yeah.
that was me.
Really?
Yeah, and some of the other admins.
But that's
Um,
that's some of the frustration that other people are dealing with as well, because it's like they're getting this shit, but nobody else is getting told about the shit they're getting. Which I don't, me personally, like, I get it, but like at some point it's got to be a level field, because it just looks like they're getting a bunch of shit and nobody else is getting shit. Like they got a car, they got the 8x8, they got a motorcycle. When gangs out here don't even got, we're getting steered in a direction where we only can get a certain thing.
What do
And
you
I
mean you can
wish,
only get a certain thing? Because I
like,
thought,
so last night I was gonna pay, me personally, I was gonna pay for a car off of here, off of this website where he got his car, because I seen his name
Mhm.
in the recent purchases, and I was gonna pay the obviously the fee on the website, which is $20, and then Giuseppe told me it's like a $50 import fee into the city. I was gonna do that, and
Mhm.
then I was steered the direction of no, just pick a car that's in the city already, which is fine, and I completely understand, right? I
Mm,
understand that I have, like, I don't mind. Like, cars aren't everything to me. It's more for my boys that want to drive the cars. I personally don't give a fuck about a car, but I'm the one paying for everything. So I thought, hey, maybe get us a nice
who
car.
steered you towards picking one that was in city?
Oh, it was me. It was Sean and Giuseppe. We were
Oh.
they told me to come up to his mansion. And they were gonna pull me out cars, and I could pick a car.
hmm.
Are they just not wanting to add in more resources? Is
The
that what's
the thing,
happening?
what I think is because I've done, like, I'm not gonna keep saying it, but I've done this, right? I've ran these. I gave it up a while ago because it's just a fucking big headache, and it causes so
Mhm.
many fucking issues between the community. But if you've noticed, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the amount of different cars that are in the city every single day, like
Yeah.
pulling out this, that, and they're just running how many resources that you guys are gonna keep have to expanding if you keep letting people add stuff, right? That's just what's gonna have to happen. You're gonna have to buy more unless you guys have a big dedicated server that already has, a certain amount of storage already. But I feel like it's more, you guys have so much to do that they don't want to have to take time to add another thing to their list, because you guys are already swamped with shit. I get it. You guys are swamped. Sean is trying to fix cars. Red is, or Devin is out there fucking trying to fix everything else and above that he has to do on his list. But like even the other gangs, they were never told they could purchase a Lua friendly car and bring it into the city. If that was the case, everybody would have done it. And
Is that and that this is money for you, is that Lambo whatever, is that only to their org?
oh,
No one
yeah,
else can get it?
we asked to get it. We asked to get their exact same car because it was more like a fair playing field. You know what I mean? And J Rock personally told me, "Fuck no, you're not getting our org car. Get your own." So that led me to this website where I was gonna pick one.
Hmm. When did he say this?
Um, when was it? When did I see him? It was late at night one day. I think, what's the day today? Well, it's Friday technically, but Thursday. It had to be like a Tuesday night or a Wednesday, like early morning technically, like
So
3
are
a.m.,
they
4
saying
a.m.
because everyone in their org has it, it's not a 101? Because I thought we were not doing like 101s and stuff anymore.
So what I was told how it works is if you get it, like J Rock told, or Giuseppe told me, if you get a car like this, like J Rock did, you bring it into the city. There
Hmm.
is a 3 month time span of where nobody else can get it till the 3 months is up, and that's when it is thought about being brought into like the donor shop, right? Or
Yeah.
Pegasus. That's what I was told.
Yeah, I thought that's how we were doing it going forward.
Yeah, that is how we're doing it. Period.
But it's more like I was there the day that J Rock imp literally found a bike off one of these websites, pulled it into the city, took it in, ran it through. I forgot who he ran it through, and then magically they have these bikes now. Now they have this car. It's like, at some point there's got to be like a line that's drawn to like, how many things can one group get? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
To where, if you went up to the Reapers, they're pissed about it because they're stuck on a fucking motorcycle, even though they wanted it. They got to. How are you supposed to chase a Lamborghini that goes 220 on a fucking motorcycle and turns on a dot? It's not possible. And I don't know who tuned the car. It could have been Jay, it could have been Sean, but the car is fucking insane.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Like
I
if you
don't
took
think
it
so.
out and drove it without upgrades, you can reach 210 easily. Easily. Not even doesn't even take that long.
Oh no, I drove it earlier. I can
It's
testify
fucking
to that.
insane. And that's where some people's frustrations is, and that's where I feel like this war has led up to the place it's at is because of the shit that's been happening. And I'm not trying to blame it on that, but that's where it's coming from.
No, I get that. It
And,
looks like an unfair advantage.
and then I'm gonna tell you what exactly I told Money. I know he's recording it, but with ticket situations, like I was asking him, like because right now, like we haven't had a chance to defend ourselves besides that one ticket, right? If we could just get notified, like even if it's 48 hours, I'll tell all the boys, hey, keep your clips up to this long, just in case. But if we did something, if we could just get notified, like, hey, do you have any body cam from this date, this time, around this time, at whatever. That way we can try to put something up to defend ourselves instead of it looks bad on us, right? Because they have all these clips, but we clear all of ours because I mean, I don't have a ton of storage on my PC, neither none of us really do. And 40-minute clips take up fucking a
Yeah.
shit ton of space on your PC. So right now it looks like we're just out there going around fucking off and just breaking every rule possible, which isn't the fucking case. It may look like it, but we haven't had an actual chance to say, hey, like, this is the full situation. Because half of our shootouts with them, there have been interactions that have lasted 5 minutes till we actually catch each other and start shooting. Because I know you say that the clips back up to 30 seconds to previous. Well, in 30 seconds, after 3 minutes of interaction, is going to look like we just pulled up and shot him in the fucking face and drove off.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking for. If we could get a little like, hey, do you have this? That way we can defend ourselves and show you guys that we're not intentionally out there breaking rules. Because I like, besides me dumping bodies at PD, because they got us arrested once, I did it out of what they did to me. That's the only thing that I've done that I've actually, you know, broke body dumping. But other than that, there's been interactions from a long time leading up to a shootout.
Yeah. And
And if
typically we do get a chance to.
yeah,
They just all kind of came in at on top of each
they're all
other
coming
while
in
all
fucking
of
hot.
us were away and like I wasn't even near my PC for the last 3 days.
No, I completely
So,
understand. I mean,
uh,
listen, you're volunteering, fucking doing what you got to do. You have a life outside of this. I get it. Like you can't be around all the fucking time. It's not possible.
no.
Everybody has lives outside of this city and staffing the city. I get it. I mean, it's just how these servers work. At the end of the day, it's just how they work. If
So our goal is always to ask for the body cam and to try to get that. And I don't know what was with the last one where it wouldn't let you see it. And I had asked for your buddy cam like technically within 24 hours, but then you
yeah,
couldn't see it for 48, so it ended up going over. But
yeah,
I think we fixed how the tickets are adding people so that can
yeah,
not
because
happen
like
again.
in the one ticket I think I had in the normal VC, you're like, hey, can you respond to this? And I was like, what the fuck am I responding to? I could see it, like that it was there, but I couldn't fucking actually like go into it.
Gotcha. In the
But
future, if it does happen like that again, just like ping someone in your own chat to let us
yeah,
know so we can fix it. Because on our side, it looked like you had access the whole
hmm
time, and I was
for
like,
sure.
I, what the fuck?
And to be completely honest with you guys, this whole Discord like org thing, I'm not really used to. So the not adding members, I'll take the blame for that because I've never went into a city where we have org managers, which is obviously ran better than every fucking other city because it makes sense to have people who manage the orgs and make sure shit's going the right way. But I've never had it and I'm newer to it, so that's my fault.
Well, and that's why we just did like a reminder, like,
Yeah,
and like I told them, like I'm pretty sure the timing was just super bad all around. on a
everybody
lot
was
of
fucking
things.
busy. Shit was happening. We had somebody in our game you guys didn't know about. Fucking people are coming back from vacation, seeing fucking somebody that's not even in the org chat is fucking out there shooting people. And you guys are like, oh,
Yes.
well, that can't fucking happen. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even fucking know about the thing.
Right. So that's why we just did like a warning, like, hey, like, can we do this from now on? And I think Bobby was waiting because he said he thought possibly even someone else needed to be added. Oh, hey, hey, am I allowed to join now? I'm getting lonely down here. He typed in our.
Just fucking pull them up. Dumbass.
Now you're allowed to be here.
Oh, I was muted.
Dumbass.
What?
Sorry.
Fucking
I was
Twitch.
I was yapping over here.
Oh, yeah.
But
I came to
not
say I
really.
was going to bed and then got hella distracted and was like, never mind. Now we're talking about this.
No, yeah, what did you have to say, Bobby? Because you fucking are getting lonely down there. I know you have to say something.
No, I just got lonely.
Oh.
He was talking
Dumbass.
about possibly Lala being part of you guys, possibly.
Oh,
maybe.
yeah.
Yeah,
Lala.
I haven't actually added her to the gang in GTA or 5M whatever. I haven't invited her, so she's not technically in yet. I haven't got the chance to because she hasn't been around. So I'm not gonna invite her to the gang yet. But when I do, I will invite her to the org and I will type in the chat instantly as she joins. Like
Okay.
I'll tell her, hey, join this. I'll type in there whatever Lala has joined. Please put to triads.
Yep. Perfect.
But yeah, as long as we can just get a little notification, like, so we can defend ourselves, because it looks fucking bad. Like even me sitting here, I'm like, what the fuck did I do? Like I actually have like, what did I do? Like I know there's these claims, but like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't have a timestamp, so I don't know what the fuck I actually did. And from
Yeah.
your guys' point of view, right, is like this new fucking gang came in. They're fucking 8 tickets deep in a fucking week. This, that, and the third. It's like, okay, guys, like these guys are fucking running rampant. We need to stop them.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as we can somehow defend ourselves in some way, because I have been strictly telling everybody, make sure it is 30 seconds before we do anything, because I know how this shit goes. I know a ticket's gonna get open instantly. I know how it works.
Yeah. Well,
So
like I said, we're gonna try to talk to them on our end and handle it from that side, and then you guys just handling your side, and hopefully we can get this to just chill the fuck out for a
yeah,
little
like I
while.
said, I don't want to fucking deal with them. If it's the case of ticket, you know what I mean? And it looks like a rule break every fucking time. Because, I mean, nobody gets to see the point of view until you actually see it. So it just looks fucking horrid. I personally don't want to deal with them. I'll avoid them, like, gun wise, shooting wise. But
Uh-huh.
other than that, like, I don't have any problems with anybody.
This is the
I'm fucking,
fifth fucking time.
yeah, I'm a
Sorry,
level
sorry.
headed fucking person if I get to talk to somebody. But if I just get dragged up and I'm like, you guys are just getting wiped, you have 8 violations, yada yada. I probably would have fucking been more angry. I'm not gonna lie, because I ain't get to defend myself. But I think
Yeah.
we're all at a point where we understand that fucking leave it alone, leave them fucking alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, just honestly seems like the best thing. Like, as someone who at one point was your guys's boss, technically. I don't...
And even when we ran under you, we asked you to do shit.
Yep. And what did I always tell y'all?
You said it's yeah, go.
Yeah, do it. And then
And that's the thing that I'm struggling with is like half the time they don't gotta ask because I'm the fucking one in the mix of it with them, right?
Yep.
And I'm making like in my head, I gotta worry about one. Everything at the end of the day is gonna come back to me. I know that I'm the owner. I'm the leader of the org, so I gotta think into everything before we actually do it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
how-
that's why like these situations are so surprising because I'm like, not only do we have a 30-second interaction, we didn't shoot first. We just returned fire. Sometimes we do shoot first, but I always make sure I'm shouting. And I will scream in my fucking mic at the top of my lungs like, "Hey, if this is gonna keep going on, shit's gonna happen." And they say, "Okay, bro, let's see it." And boom, it happens. It could be a 5-minute chase. Those shots fired. It could be 45 seconds. But I really would like you guys to watch the clip that I put in there so you guys can see what we're actually dealing with. If possible.
Where did you put where? What?
It's gonna be org tickets 37 rose. It is gonna be it's gonna be a trimmed clip, the second one in there. And you'll be able to hear me on radio saying, "Let's stick this man up," as in, hold him up.
Yeah. I remember you telling. Okay. Yeah, I'll go back and look at that one.
Because that's what we've been dealing with. That's only a little glimpse of what we actually been dealing with. That, I get it. Nobody wants to get fucking taken hostage. Nobody does. But sometimes you just gotta. You get caught with your pants down, put your fucking hands up and deal with it.
well, 9 times out of 10, I'm down with being fucking held hostage.
Oh yeah,
I don't
we have no fucking
want-
problem with you, Jeremiah. We fucking kidnapped you. Or we tried, and fucking Lala got out the car and started shooting. Or not Lala, fucking Yolanda.
Yeah, that was like.
I was like, damn, yo, you fucking shooting at me, bro. But no,
Not gonna lie, that fucking vehicle y'all caught me in, I don't know if y'all realize that, but that's an island vehicle too. That's like.
I don't ever
was-
fucking go. I don't ever fucking go up to that shit.
Bro, I was trying so hard. I'm like, bro, fuck. This fucking vehicle's not fast enough. My
No,
pants
not at
are
all.
down. Fucking hell.
But yeah, if you guys could please, I mean, that's just a glimpse. I'll be sure to have metal opened at all fucking times. I mean, I don't really have to worry about it with the fucking Reapers, because we all make fun of the situations that we do. Like it's all laughs at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
But if it ever runs into the brothers again, I will be sure to have everybody's point of view, so like whoever can do it, have body cam just so we can avoid this shit again.
Yeah, it was kind of just, fuck's sake, you know?
Yeah, I know what you guys mean.
Like-
Listen, you guys got to do what you got to do. At the end of the day, you guys run this. You guys have volunteered to do it. You guys have to go by what the rules you guys have put out there. You guys got to follow them, because if you don't, it makes it look like people are favorited, and that's not how it should be. And I don't have a problem with that.
But I want to be their favorite.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
I'm making ding ding right now, by the way.
That's good. I'll be fucking tucking myself into bed. No, that's a lie. I'll be out for another 5 hours.
Fuck.
I gotta be up in 5 hours.
Oh well, sorry for taking you so much of your time. You should probably hit the bed.
Probably. I just had to fly in city to do a fucking realtor thing.